Thank you very much indeed, as the NTA Benin Network Center happily welcomes you to on the event of the Ugwe ceremony, a symbolic ceremony carried out as part of the Ugwe festival by the Benin monarch. It is a ceremony set to bring blessings to our homes in the Benin Kingdom. And right now we are at the arena of the Oba's Palace, Omonobanudu Uku Akpolopolo, Obaewa II. My name is Msa Yakuba. I'm not alone. I'm with Delectable Ogochukwu Oka this evening. We'll be taking you through the events.
All right, thank you very much, Msan Yakubu. The Oba is already seated, as you can see. And the people have been here for quite a time now. It's actually an event that is indeed a joyous one. It comes with its joy and excitement. The entire Benin Kingdom is in a joyous mood. It comes once in a year. And it's Igwe, Ewe, one of the festivals of Igwe.
Exactly so.
Yes, a very, very notable festival of the Benin Kingdom. And on behalf of the Outside Broadcast crew, we want to welcome you to this live telecast coming to you via the Nigerian Television Authority, the largest television network in Africa. That is the Benin monarch, the revered Benin monarch, Obaewa II, seated here observing the proceedings at the event. You can see the excitement of the people. There are masquerades, the chiefs, the eniges, the government functionaries. They are all seated to observe proceedings here. Okay, we'll keep them
posted indeed.
Yes.
And just a quick reminder to them that today marks the 9th day of the festival, which spans for 14 days or 2 weeks, so to speak. There's been a line of activities in the last couple of days, all very symbolic and significant, Ogochukwu. The line of activities commenced on the 12th of December, just a couple of days away from now. During this broadcast, we'll be bringing you bit to bit all the importance of all the festivals, as it were, or activities lined up for your viewing pleasure and delight.
All right, it is just interesting and to let you know that as early as 5 o'clock in the morning on the day of Ugiewe, young men and women troop out of their homes to take part in the traditional fireworks called Ubire. It is designed to ward off evil spirits from the town before the dawn of a new year. And Uge is actually the celebration of, thanking the Almighty and the ancestors for a wonderful year and to usher in a new one.
Indeed, like August said, it is to mark the end of the year. The ceremonies begin with the Otwe Ugioba. It is a ceremony of all eligible chiefs paying homage in dance and whatever way they have to the current Oba's ancestors. That is where you see the glamour of the chiefs and all during that ceremony. Okay, and also another line of activity, of course, in the course of this event is also that of the Ugeroba. Is, as the word connotes, is a festival of the Oba's ancestors, where the Oba himself pays homage to his ancestors. Yes.
All right, at this point, I believe we should enjoy the ambience. There are traditional beats all over the place, and we can feel it. Let's enjoy the middle, then we'll come back with more information on the essence of this ceremony. Happy viewing.
Gracias, Katia. Animo matu without. Your back. Also the aggregate. Here you. Ọba àtọ́pẹ́ ẹ̀. Ukoni webo, ukoni wegwa, ukoni radio, ukoni kawe, wadotwa. Ise, ekane. Ìyàwó ló gbé wàdó tó ẹ. Iṣẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ tó wà ìbílẹ̀ ló wà. Ìbílẹ̀ ló wà. Ọba àtọ́pẹ́ ẹ̀ ìyàwó ló àwọn ìgbà abọ́ ìyàwó ló.
All right, we are greeting you, like you know, from the palace of the Benin monarch, the monarch, a monarch that is well known all over the world. And in the studio with us to dwell more or to enlighten us more on what we are experiencing today is Chief Omo Osage Utenegyabi, the Obado line of Benin. Chief, sir, I don't know if I got that correctly, but you may wish to call your name again for the viewing pleasure.
Thank you very much. I am Omo Osage Utenegyabi, the Obado Lagmonji of Benin.
Okay, so we understand every name in Benin has a meaning. So can you tell us what that means?
The Utenegyabi or the Obado Lagmonji. Utenegyabi means that mountain which cannot be moved. Literally means that which you cannot do without.
Okay, so very, 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 very wonderful and very deep in meaning. Okay, today is Ugiye. Yes. So can you tell us more on this?
Yes, today.
Historically.
Historically, Ugiye is the ceremony of giving thanks to God through the deity that is our head. The head, we understand, is the first deity that is given to man by God Almighty. And the ceremony today is to help us appreciate God through serving our head, to let God know that we appreciate all that has happened in the last months.
Okay, so Chief, before we go on, what's happening right now? Is that the royal members of the royal family?
Yeah, members of the royal family paying their, this minutes now. This last few minutes we are watching is greetings, right? The different groups. Now just leaving the stage is the royal family. The princesses are just leaving.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we have had the Uzama, that is erroneously called the kingmakers. We have the Egabonoe, headed by the ESL of Benin. These ones we are seeing now, they are the Egabonoe. Then this one coming on now, the Enigi, the dukes that are in charge of the different dukedoms. They also come to pay homage.
Okay, so we understand there are mostly parts of the royal family. Is that correct?
The Enigi, yes. They are actually children of past Obas. But there are some that it is the prerogative of His Royal Majesty the Oba to give a duke title to anybody who has served meritoriously.
Now, how symbolic, Chief, is the greetings of all these people?
The symbolism, simple. Paying allegiance and pledging loyalty to His Royal Majesty. Because at this time, if anyone comes in here now and refuses to kneel down, refuses to greet, shows disloyalty, and it will be appropriately, customarily, and culturally dealt with.
Okay, so going back to what we were talking about, the history of, Ugewe, or what it stands for. What's the significance?
Yeah, Ugewe, we must first of all point it out that we have the Ewe, the leaf, and Ewe, the human being. Now, history tells us that in the years past, in the 14th, 13th century, in the reign of when Oba Ewe, then Prince Ogun, was in the forest, and his younger brother had usurped his title. He was running away for safety of his life. Then he hid himself behind a very big tree, waiting for the soldiers of his usurper brother to live there. Then he noticed the movement of a particular leaf, that was telling him that there were people also behind that leaf. So he stood, he tarried a while, and after a long time, the soldiers that were in his chase, they ran away. Then he marked the leaf, he thanked the leaf. He didn't know the name of the leaf. But when, after becoming the Oba Ewe the first of Benin, there were turbulence. There was a time he didn't, he lost his two sons, so it was like he was not going to have an heir. And then the Ogeka, a friend of his, gave him his daughters. The first daughter, Ubi, who became very arrogant and very silly in the harem, and then was replaced by the second daughter, Ewe, and then the third daughter cried that she was not going to stay in the house with the wicked Ubi, so she had to be taken to the palace.
Okay, Chief, I had to call you
right
here. That's the Oliha and
the Oliha and Iha Manigun.
Okay, the Oliha is
the Oliha is the head of Uzama Nihion.
That's but the one on the left.
The one on the left of the screen.
Yes, the eldest. Then.
Yes,
okay.
Then exactly. The younger man is a member of the Uzama Nibie. He is Iha Manigun Igweomo. Uzama Nihion, there are 7 in number, which of course includes the crown prince. And then, should there be any reason that they are disloyal or they are not complete to carry on their duties, there is also a 7-member group that kind of deputized for them. That is the Uzama Nibie, which this taller and younger man belongs.
Okay.
So that is, this is the group that the bookmakers, the English people will say the kingmakers.
Okay. Okay. This is the group that actually crowns an Oba.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That put the crown on his
Put
head.
the crown. It's
Yeah.
crowned by the gods
the Zali,
and the Oliha.
the Oliha performs the duty of putting the crown on the head of the Oba.
Okay.
Again, Chief, I would like to take you back. Why is the Ewe seen as, the activity seen as the most popular, regarded as the most popular of all the activities, during the festival?
Yeah, Ugewe is the culmination of the entire annual festival. Everything culminates in Ugewe. Is given a very big hype. First, today, Ugewe marks the beginning of a new year in the Benin lunar calendar. It marks the beginning of a new year. So every Benin man who understands, everybody celebrates New Year. You celebrate New Year, in whatever way, whatever guise. So even when the Igwedohia, which took place yesterday, where the different people, the different Benin people in their different houses do the Igwe, they now carry over the eating of whatever was killed yesterday to today as a mark of celebrating entering the new year. So it must be given that special hype. Everyone comes. Yeah.
Okay, so you were talking about what led to this. You were giving us a historical background. Can we go back to that very little?
Yeah.
On that?
Yeah. And so while Prince Ogun was running away from his usurper brother Oba Uwafiokun, he ran into the forest. There he got in contact with this leaf that literally gave him knowledge of the soldiers that were hiding, waiting to pounce on him. And when he now got to become king, Oba Ewai the first in 1440, he got to a time in his life he lost his two sons on the same day. So there was no heir. That was the period, the time he gave the royal proclamation that, these are the princes. We have the crown prince to the left of the camera, then Prince Osama E. Diawa and Prince Omoegbe E. Diawa. These are the ones you have on the screen right now.
Okay.
That's the crown prince. Yeah. So, having become the Oba and no heir, he gave the proclamation, the instruction, royal instruction, that no man must, within 3 years, sleep with his wife to have children. No man must shave his hair. No woman, no man must have his bath in 3 years, which led to exodus of the people who moved out. Then his friend Ogeka, gave him the 3 daughters. It was the coming of this Ewe, the Oloi Ewe, that now brought peace and calm to him again in the royal harem. So he could now father children again. He now has an heir. One of such days, he was going to the harem to see the Ewe, and he now noticed that particular leaf around the area of the Ewe woman. And he remembered that it was this leaf that gave me knowledge of the soldiers that were going to pounce on him. And again, this leaf is growing in this same area of this woman who has brought peace and safety, calmness, love back to him, to give him smile again. So he decided to call that leaf Ewe. That is how that leaf got that name, Ewe.
Okay, so
The leaf of good luck, right?
The leaf of good luck,
And
prosperity. Yeah. So that leaf that saved him first, and now the leaf is growing in the same quarter of that woman that has brought peace, calmness, and smile to his face again. And so he had to cut that leaf away.
All right. Thank you very much, Chief Omosage. We'll get back to you in the course of the program, but at this point in time, let's enjoy a little from,
the sounds and trills of the activity ongoing.
Thank you very much.
Isa.
Yes. Dance step. This one is really beautiful, this performance. We'd like to go to Chief to tell us more about the performance of the Chief.
Thank you very much. This is actually the Osuma of Benin. There is a historical antecedent to this. There is, when the Osuma at a time was one of those very few friends who was with the prince while he was in, should I say, self-exile, though running away from his brother. And there were certain things between the two of them at that time. When he... So it is that affinity, that secret between them that he has come also now to present to His Majesty. That is why the title, the one who shares a particular secret unknown to every other person with the Oba, Nogoba Suma. That's the Osuma of Benin. He has just finished his performance. He has brought his message of peace. He has brought his message. Come to share that secret of what happened between 14 something before becoming the Oba of Benin at that time with His Royal Majesty. The Osuma has done that now. It will now be the turn of the next person.
This is a very interesting culture, Chief. Very, very interesting. And that is why the monarch is known not just for good, a lot of good outings like this. And what we're watching today is indeed... Now we're being joined by another chief. I would like you to introduce yourself, Chief.
I'm Chief Osayan Boss Ngero, the Adobayaka of Benin.
Yes, Chief. Within the week, there's been a line of activities, to mark the festival. Okay, can you tell us what is on the screen now? That looks like the wives of the chief. Yes.
Wives of the Oba. Yeah. And these are the children also, sitting down with their mother.
Okay, Chief, you want to add to it?
No, it's just, that's exactly what we are saying. We have the princes and princesses and the Iloi, the royal queens.
With their queenly regalia, what more can you ask for in a function like this? Beautiful indeed, yes. The Oba regalia it's a regalia that I also like you to talk about, yes.
His Royal Majesty, in short, this is one of the most simple regalia of the Oba because it's such a simple day. If you want to see the glamour of the costumes of His Royal Majesty, this one is very, very simple. You can see what there is. There's this particular crown on the head. You see the different crowns of the Oba from day to day during the entire 14, 15 days ceremony. He wears different crowns, each, alluding to the ceremony of the particular day. This one, the very simple day, as the one is wearing now, is all beads. And of course, this is the most simple way the Oba can be dressed in a ceremony like this. It's quite simple and easy.
So why the choice of this regalia in the first instance on this activity?
Not only it is the choice, but at times, as he has said, he has many crowns that he wears. But in most cases, because of the simplicity, because of the joy he has and all those things, that's why he's wearing it. It's all made of beads. It's because it is not heavy, and unlike the other beaded crowns you have.
Indeed, Chief Utete, you had once told us that the Uzama chiefs are erroneously referred to as the kingmakers. Why would you say that?
Yes, because in Benin, it is our belief, and a very strong belief, that the Oba is not made. The choice of the Oba of Benin is not by man. It is not even for him to choose. God Almighty, in his infinite wisdom, mercy, and grace, has given us this particular person as the Oba of Benin. It is not by choice. So it is not a game of lottery or a game of lotto where we can, okay, could it be this, could it be that? Could it be the richest person here or the most intelligent person there? No. Already we have known him to be, someday he will be the king, the Oba of Benin, from so many years ago. As we already know, God grant him, Oba Ewai II, long life in his peaceful reign. We already know who will come after him. So it is not a game of choice. It is not a game of lotto to now know whether this person could be lucky to become Oba. So Isaac Muri Oba Odowa Nohua Eakewere, the choice of becoming Oba is not made here. So to refer to any group of persons as kingmakers is an error. Here we have on the screen,
Yes, sir.
that's His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State,
Yes, sir.
Godwin Nogegase Obaseki.
Award the son of the soil, is paying homage to the Oba there.
Yeah. So that is as it is. You see, as a Benin man, in spite of his political office, as a Benin man, that he must do. Again, goes to buttress the point that the choice of becoming Oba is not by man.
Yes, sir.
I think these are members of the executive council of the state, who came with His Excellency.
It's usually a tradition for, the reigning, the governor in power to lead the executive members to pay homage to the Oba on this celebration. And that's just, we have just witnessed. They are just seated there, just by the royal family. The
Prince is sitting next to His Excellency the Governor, who of course is also sitting close to the Deputy Governor. Yes, then the Secretary to the Government of the State. Yeah, that's His Excellencies, the Governor and his Deputy.
Okay, so literally the government house is here, right
here right now.
All right. So what are we expecting?
Right now, the Abiogbe, that's the ministers, have already, what we now say the Minister of Information, has already called on Chief Ayobahan to come on.
Okay, the Minister of Information is what's his name is in the local parlance?
Abiogbe.
Okay.
Yeah. Apart from handling the Office of Information, calling and not calling and all that, they have other duties they also perform. But for a ceremony like this, they call on the different groups to come on. This is the Ayobahan of Benin, Chief John Osamede Adun JP, the Ayobahan of Benin. The man who is the chairman of Bobizwa Motors and other Bobizwa conglomerates.
Okay, so what role does he play in the kingdom?
The title is appellated with Omaneohi. That is the old Camelon who does not, run his race. it takes his time, walking, but he surely will get to his destination. You see the drama. You see the drama as performed. That is the old man, very old. That is the title, Ayobaha of Benin.
But he looks young. He looks young.
Even if
So I'm really surprised you're saying he's old.
even
old in the title.
the title is symbolic. It is the title that is old.
Oh, I see.
Even if this title is given to a 4-year-old person, doing this particular ceremony, he must behave like this
Is that
as
possible?
old man. It is very possible. That's the dramaturgy in it.
Okay,
I
let's.
think to add to it, the first person that had that title was very old. Because before he came to the Oba, because doing what he's doing now and what he has sent to the Oba in that round box, what we call Ekpoki, he was very old, and the message is brought because as an old man, chief like that, he knew what he brought to the Oba, and he has seen many things. He knew very many things about the Oba, particularly Oba Ewa.
Okay, so at what point can anybody just say, is it his son that is now taking his place? Or it doesn't have to?
No, it's not hereditary.
It's not hereditary.
Yes. Can you tell us more about what is going on now?
In this Ekpo King, this leather box, is wisdom. He has come with Ewe Umengwe to His Royal Majesty. The Ewe of wisdom to His Royal Majesty. He's the oldest man in the kingdom. He's the oldest man in the kingdom. He's coming with, inside that Ekpo King is wisdom, experience, for His Majesty. As soon as His Majesty opens it, he is blessed with more wisdom, experience of age and all.
How symbolic it is indeed, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the happenings there.
Yeah.
Let's get sound.
that the Benin monarch is one of the most revered, monarchs of the world cannot be overemphasized. And I would like
Question?
yes, the Benin monarch is one of the most revered in the entire, world.
It has been known like that because for more than 800 years, the second dynasty have been preserved. Right from Ogiso period. Some of us say that 900 is something 40 BC, and it has been one line coming up. Although other people have been fighting to come in, those are some of the children of the king fighting themselves to become a number. So because of that single entity that it has been a line coming down, that's why it is most revered, because it has not been mixed up. Unlike other areas in Nigeria or in Africa, you have 4 or 5 houses fighting to become to become a number, or their king. This one fighting this one. But in Benin, we have one single line that has been. He lives now. The son will take over, and it continues like that for thousands of years now.
Now, I know that in the course of a week, there's been a lineup of activities. And Iguoba, the Ugeyon, and all of that. Can you give us? That sounds funny.
Otwe Iguoba, that is the beginning, the opening of the festival of Igwe, where the monarch and the chiefs, they go to Ugiroba, the Ugaroba, where you have most of the ancestors, most of the altars of the ancestors of the Oba. He goes there to pray that he's starting the festival, ending the year. That's Ugi. That's Otwe Goba. All chiefs will come and greet, and he himself salute and pray. That is opening the Igwe festival. Then he tells the ancestors, and they pray. That's Otwe Iguoba. Then the next day is Ugiroba, and that Ugiroba now is still the royal ancestors, serving the royal ancestors, and very many animals are killed for to bless the altar, to tell the spirits of the Obas that to promote peace and unity in Benin, to give the Oba long life and prosperity as the year is ending, praying to the ancestors. That's what Ugwe Eroba.
Okay, I know that this.
When you say the other, Ion, there was a time that the Luzamas, who are the Oba's crowners, and there was a time that they had a dispute during the period of Obaisege 1504. That matter came in, and they were not coming to service of the Oba. So SCJ created another, the Uzama, 6 of them, and they heard that SCJ have made other Uzama, that's the crowners of the king. So they came to him, what have you done? He said, yes, since you have refused to come to do your duty, he has made other, they call them Uzamanibie. Or the meaning of Uzamanibie, that is the Uzama, the crowners are used to shift your own responsibility. Then, in order to settle that rift that came about, and that is called Ugion, so the Uzama now submitted themselves to the Oba, and they prayed, and the unity continues as Ugion.
Now, Chief, this is the 9th activity. Okay, I see they are getting closer now with the Box of Wisdom. Chief.
Yeah. This is the Ayobaha, the Omane Okin, moving gradually to Ogyupo, the seat of crown of His Royal Majesty. You see the drama that he must actually act as the oldest person, the oldest man. No one actually is older than the Oba, but he must act as that old chameleon that does not run, that takes his time to move, step after step, to now present the wisdom, experience of age to His Royal Majesty.
All right, Chief Omosage is there. Thank you very much, and Chief Osenwigero. They have been giving us, all that we need to know about the activities here tonight. And I noticed that the Oba, the Elois, that is the wives of the Obas, there are just two of them there. Just unlike the main Igwe, where you see all of them out, and even the children. Why is this so?
Well, first of all, let me correct an impression. You don't count the wives and the children of His Royal Majesty.
All right.
Whatever number he brings out at a time, these are the ones you know, they are the ones you see. So His Royal Majesty has decided today. So he has two wives today. So tomorrow he may have 10. Tomorrow he may have 1. So it is His Majesty.
So after when this is presented to the Oba, what happens next?
Yeah, the next one will be to call on the Ihogbe. Ihogbe is a royal guild, kind of, that is under the Iwegwe Palace Group. The Ihogbe, they are referred to the brothers, the king of the royal family, So they are the ones that will come last, headed by the Iha Mani Ogbe, to come and bring that is when we now see the main leaf, the leaf that is aware that will be presented to His Majesty and put on everybody's head, and the joy, the new year begins in joy, in peace, with prosperity.
Okay, so we understand that the youths went into the bush to get this aware leaf. Is that a fact?
Yeah. Now, I did say earlier that when Prince Ogun was in the forest, this leaf that kind of gave him a foreknowledge of the army, the soldiers of his usurper brother, Oba Owafiokun, who were in his chase to get him killed. So, and when he now became king in the harem, he also saw this same leaf growing in the area of the Oloi Ewe, and that is why he gave that leaf away. He gave that leaf away leaf a beware now, as it is, as the name of the Oloi, who has also brought smiles back to his face, brought peace to the royal harem, and now there is, buzzing again in the palace. So that is why. And then, first of all, Ewe had a senior sister, an elder sister, who was also an Oloi, but became very recalcitrant and disobedient, and she was led out. Hours of the morning. That is why we also celebrate Ubirie. Ubirie, we are sending Ubi, the recalcitrant, the stubborn, the wicked Oloi out of the royal harem, and then bring in peace and prosperity. That ceremony is done in the early hours. Yeah. Now we are here, we are on it, we are on. It's very, very close now to the seat of glory. It's very, very close to Ogyukpo, the seat of the crown. So just let us watch the drama that Chief Ayoba is going to put up here. It is interesting.
All right, okay, let's go. Beneath there, they're in their best attire, singing and praising God and the ancestors for protecting them throughout the outgoing year, and praying for bountiful, wonderful, and fruitful year. Nsan, I'm tempted to ask, do you have this in your kingdom? Where I come from, I don't know if we have this. I'm not sure we have this. This is wonderful. This is culture at its best.
Indeed, where I come from, I have not seen this, to say the least. This is indeed very dramatic. I can't wait to see what next, and I'm sure all of you are also watching in anticipation what will happen next here. And I think we should just stay put and watch the thrills, as it unfolds. The box of wisdom. I want to see how it ends.
All right, a celebration of the uniqueness and tradition of the Beninese.
Yes, the chief is presenting the box of wisdom to the Oba.
Yes. What you have just seen is the presentation of the box of wisdom and experience of. Now watch Ayobaha. Watch him. He's done his celebration. It is now to add glamour to his drama. Beautiful. That is what you see at this great time. Oh,
very interesting. That is quite impressive. Has been handed over to the Oba, and no one will believe, from what you have told us this evening, that the chief had that kind of strength. Look at the way he does.
Well, he is happy that he's able to present that gift, wonderful gift, ancient gift, and whatever is in that box to the Oba. So at going home now, happily that he was able to deliver the good. It wasn't as tough as he was going. It looks like somebody who was climbing a mountain, and after getting to the end of the mountain, he started coming down, and the speed with which he started coming down definitely was quite different from what he was climbing up. So he's happy that he was able to deliver the good to the Oba.
and again, in addition, when you leave your home to come and see His Royal Majesty, you are never too sure how you will get back home. And now he has presented the Ekpo King, the box of wisdom and experience of age, to His Royal Majesty, and he has been, it was accepted, which means he has grace, he has peace, he has the mercy of God, of His Royal Majesty. And so, what is left? Let us celebrate. And that is exactly what you have seen with the Ayobaha of Benin Kingdom. Next, we are expecting the Hogbe group. The Hogbe group. Yeah.
Yes. And what does the Hogbe group symbolize?
The Hogbe group is commonly referred to as the king of the royal family. They now come with that leaf, which is called Eweye. They are getting to present that particular leaf, which is called Eweye, to His Royal Majesty. There is also some beautiful drama you will need to see with the Ihama, Chief Ihama, Chief Letema, Chief Legema, and the others as they come on. It is a sight to behold, something beautiful and wonderful. Yes.
No, I think the Hogbe people, they are the brothers of the Oba, and they also serve the ancestors of the Oba. And bringing the leaf, the Eweye leaf to the Oba is a mark of ownership, a mark of nearness, a mark of person, people. This type of celebration we are doing. So they are taking the Eweye leaves to the Oba. That's when they are going to sing, they are going to be joyous, they are going to be happy when going there again. And it's going to look very dramatic also when they are coming. There are very many of them, and that is the Hogbe group.
Now, I know that in the line of activities that have been ongoing, this is the 9th. What happens after this activity? What next?
Today marks the beginning of a new year in the Benin lunar calendar. After this, we expect His Royal Majesty, who will now ask the spiritual head, the Godhead of the Holy Arosa Cathedral, to go for Thanksgiving. Almighty Osanowo Dua. So we are expecting Sunday thereabout. But at the end of today's ceremonies, we as a nation, the Benin nation, we have moved into a new year. So that is what we are expecting after today. Oh, it's a new year for us.
In anticipation of the next group we're waiting, we've talked about the Ewe leaves. What is the place of the Ewe human being in this story?
The Ewe human being, that was the daughter of Inogi of Ogiekai along the Kenwan Road, that was married to Yoba Ewari. The name was Ubi. And during the time he was in the palace, he committed a nuisance and very many atrocities that was not expected to commit in the harem. So she was driven back home with a firebrand. Ubi, go away. You are a nuisance. You are not fit to live in the harem. And getting home, the Ogefa himself was not happy of what happened. Then he told the Oba that he still had a daughter called Ewe that was sent to Ogefa, to the Oba. And when Ewe was brought, Ewe was quite a different, an opposite entirely of the sister. And a milky woman, and they enjoyed. Are they the same father and mother? Are they brought up from the same house? They wondered what was happening. So at that time, the Obaewa received many gifts from the nation, and after that, quite about 6 months or so, she was becoming sad. And what is happening? The sister left at home. Yeah, that called Oyoyo.
Yeah, right now on the screen you are having the Ihogbe group led by the Ihama Niogbe. Led by the Ihama Niogbe. They are just coming in music, in dance. The man in white, clad in white in the center is the Ihama. On his right, which is left to the screen, is Letema. And on his left, which is right, is the Ohangwa. They are all of the Ihogbe group. Now they are taking the prayers in songs. I think the people should actually get to feel these songs.
Indeed, let's feel that, yes. these songs, chanting, so to speak, I guess it's about the way it lives, but Chief will tell us all about that. A symbol of, good luck, a symbol of new vow, oneness of life, freshness of life, and I know a new hope for the future for the Benins, right, Chief?
You have actually said it as it is. Say,
May it be all right. May it be smooth. The year we are entering. Ewe is making us happy. Ewe has made us happy. Ewe has repaired the nation. Ewe has given us what we like, and we hope that the next year that we have entered today, Ewe will still buttress the goodness, the happiness, the nicest things that we ever expect in our life, in Benin life.
Exactly, Chief Edobayoka. Yes, Ewe Beariere. Ewe Beariere. Now, Ewe is bringing, that is, the leaf, first of all, signifies peace, love, happiness, joy, prosperity. And it is the prayer of everyone in the Benin nation that these 5 qualities come, stay, and rest with us. Now we are pleading figuratively, using the Ewe leaf in a figure of Ewe, the human being, to bring that peace, to sustain that peace which she has brought to the harem, to the entire nation. Ewe Beariere. Yeah. Just, make it more beautiful, make it smooth. Yes, that is. Let's have, you see, that's the presentation by the Ihama, who is the head, the leader of the Ihogbe group. Ihogbe is a group and a family. Yeah.
You can't take away the fact that the Benin culture, especially as regards what we are seeing on our screen now, is not only rich but also flamboyant. And Chief, you agree with me that I think the first people who were given the leaves were chiefs. Now, who are these ones we are seeing right now?
Yeah, we had the first one who is the head of the Ihogbe group, Ihama, followed by the next in command, the Letema, and then Ohangwang, in that order. Those are the senior categories of the Ihogbe group and family. Now, every other member of the family also have that right. They have that right and privilege to present the Ewe leave to His Royal Majesty. But the Oba is not a human being. He is a divinity, a deity. He is regarded by us as a god. And these other people who are not yet entitled, though they are members of the family, they are all called the royal family. Not everybody can touch the royal, even his apparels. So they have to place their own on the floor, on the ground. Yes.
Chief, talking about not everybody is allowed to, to touch the Oba's or go near his regalia. I'm wondering, where is the place of women, in this tradition?
It is, you see the little boy, he is a member of the Ihogbe family. So you look at the children, the 4-year-old, the 3-year-old, look at them. Because of their innocence, they are yet innocence, they can touch His Majesty. But those who are already full of sins, they can no longer touch. So that is exactly the way it is.
If I can add to it, you see, in our modern time, you see, giving flower to a governor or a head of state, you see a little child, little baby coming up. They are always respected, and some of the children can be given a scholarship by them. The same thing is happening here now. You see how the Oba felt, and even that child was brought before him. He greeted that small child, a 4 or 5 years old child coming to present an airway to the Oba. I mean, it's a type of knowledge that that child has gained, and for a time that will never be forgotten. And what he has received today from Oba Ewa, that he presented an airway to him, and not only that, he touched the Oba.
And again, that when to His Royal Majesty right now, the culture is sustained, because that little child will grow up every year in, year out, presenting this leaf of peace, joy, love, and prosperity to the Oba, and he could even become an entitled chief later on in life. So the culture is sustained. That is the future of all this that we are seeing, that we are doing right away. The future is assured.
It's also just like, again, I bring in, when you have a casa dance. Yeah. You see, all the big men, when they are dancing around, you see the Oba listening. And he will choose to take from a little child, the youngest among them, dancing with that symbol of Africa. And that child is always a noble person among the family.
Now, Chief, we'll have to go back to our earlier question on the place of women in this tradition. I don't get to see anybody.
Yeah, I had expected that question a long time, because when women are presenting, they must always want to find what is the place of women in all of this. Thank you very much. The place of the woman in Benin is very sacrosanct. The Benin woman gives so much respect to the Benin man gives so much respect and regard to the woman. We say but actually now now we have come to one of the high points that everything about Benin, the reason Benin is still as strong and powerful as it is today is the secrecy. The secrecy, the way we have kept our culture very close to our hearts. There are things that must not be seen. There are things that cannot be seen by everybody, because we all have eyes, but not all of us can see. Human beings, we are all here now very well. Even if it is, if you are that tall, you must turn out, turn away from it. The cameras at this time are expected to turn away. So.
Okay, I understand, Chief Omosage, that you are an actor, and with the likes of Lancelot, Odo Emaswen, and other Basile and all that, have you been able to translate this into movies? I mean, or plays?
Thank you very much. There are things in this palace that cannot be put on stage. Yes, I'm an actor. May 2020, I'll be celebrating 50 years as an actor, being on stage and all that. Yes, but okay, what do you want me to put on stage with what is covered there? It is not possible. And as a titled chief, there are a lot of things I cannot, even if I can, if I should not talk about. So that is how and why the Benin culture is still very, very close to our hearts. A lot of things, the more you look, the less you see. That is why we say, the much talked about that is rarely seen.
All right, so what are we seeing? We can see some young men there. Who are they and what are they doing?
Yeah, these are members of the Ihogbe family. They are rejoicing. They have presented the...
Who are the Ihogbes?
The Ihogbe, like we have said earlier, they are those who presented the leaves to His Royal Majesty. They are the king, the family of the Oba, you know. So they are rejoicing.
If I can add to what he has said about that secrecy, I'm a writer, and it's not everything you see that you, even as a reporter or as a producer of something, it's not everything you see in some areas you can report, because if you do that, you might be damaging the report you are making, and the people may protest. So it's not everything. And again, about women you were talking about, they are not allowed to touch the Oba, unless the wife, the Oloi, and no matter how a sister also, after dressing like this, then you touch the Oba. No.
What about the Queen Mother? The Queen Mother.
The Queen Mother?
The Queen Mother has her place. Okay. The Queen Mother has her place. You know, a very sacrosanct place in the kingdom and the culture. But it cannot come close again. Except, of course, a princess, a daughter, who is still within the age of innocence.
Okay. So right about now, the veil has been removed, so we can now see clearly what's going on there, and we see a chief taking the leaves, the away away. Who is that? Who is that?
That is Chief. That's Chief Letema, and the other chiefs of Ihogbe. Now, His Majesty has has given permission that the leave will also be given. You see that the first person that the leave was given after the Oba is the Crown Prince. That's the Crown Prince. And then the other princes, Prince Omoegbe Ediawa, Prince Osama Ediawa, Prince Ehioze Ediawa, they are there. And then perhaps after that, if His Majesty permits, will be given to the governor and the Executive Council.
Okay, is it expected to go around everybody in this arena, or every resident of Benin, no matter how little it is?
We cannot have that grace of time in this arena to have it round everybody. But every house is supposed to have a way leave.
And again, in the morning, everywhere have been passed around to every to individual in their homes and everywhere, and they sing joyously and so on. It can be passed. Although that of the Oba, it's quite a different one. So it's the highest blessing you can have. It's just like a card. An Oba sending somebody a greeting card. And it's going to be very, very memorable. My Oba sent me a greeting card, and it's going to be preserved and true to everybody. Look at the Oba sent me a greeting card. So it is with this Ewe. This Ewe leaves is like a greeting card, Christmas a greeting card, or New Year greeting card to the Benins.
So how about non-natives? Do they also share in the...
Yes. Peace. First of all, like Omonoba Ewa II gives a very beautiful, good position to non-natives, because if you do not give them that position of recognition, of acceptance, they will be the ones to cause chaos, in the land. And then it will now become difficult to tell it. So even the non-natives, assuming the governor today is, if he were not a Benin man, he will still be given. The deputy governor is from Edo North, it will still be given. There are other people from other states, that are invited, they will still be given. It is sharing. It's like, I am a chief, I've been able to buy my goat, cow for my Igwe. And then His Majesty now ask the Ukonyeme to give me another cow to do that one which I bought. I will just send it away, go to the backyard. I will use the one that is given to me by His Royal Majesty. That is it. Now the governor is coming. They have come to finalize the blessing that has been shared to them by His Royal Majesty.
Sure.
Okay, that's a sign to say thank you, Your Royal Majesty, for blessing us and the land.
Exactly.
Prosperity.
And may this peace, continue in the land.
Like what
amen.
Amen. Like what I said, a greeting card to somebody. So they are taking to that. Oh, this Ewe leaf that the Oba has given to me. We will be happy by receiving it. Be there to receive that type of a gift.
So what are we expecting as a climax of this activity?
We've got to the climax. That's His Excellency Governor Godwin Nogegase Obaseki, his deputy, Comrade Philip Shuaibu, and the Executive Council of Edo State Government just leaving the arena. After all that, we'll now have to call the chiefs again from category 1 to category 2 like that to greet, and then His Royal Majesty will depart the arena.
Okay, he's not going to dance with the event today.
No. Today is for Ewe. Now we are having the former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Dr. Pius Egberame Odubu, and his entourage. He's been there. He's coming to say thank you. And then probably exit too. Yeah. Yeah.
Community.
Yes, this is the Arewa group led by the Seriki Arewa. Seriki, of course, you all know, the head of the Arewa community in Benin. You know, we also had the Yoruba community, and then the different communities will come. This is the Royal Farmers Guild of Okada, the Royal Farmers Guild of Okada.
Okay, so what's their function?
They are farmers, mostly Yorubas. They are the cocoa farmers, the plantain, the things most of this cocoa of the Yorubas are known to, grow cocoa so
I'm
much.
talking about the royal in this group. Royal.
Yeah, because that's what they call themselves. Is the Oba that gave them land and where they are farming. So nobody can go there to disturb them. Even in the days of CDA, they could not go there to disturb them. When they came in, they had letters from I think was it the Oni of Ife or the Alaafin, and they want to stay in Benin.
When there was disturbance in Ife at that time when they were fighting, so a group of them came to Benin, and they live in that community. Yeah.
So they've been there.
They are parts and parcel of the Benin Kingdom.
Exactly as it is, yeah. So we also have the Indigbo, the group in Benin. I don't know if they are still there now. They are supposed to be called up to pay homage.
Okay, so after the events of today, what next? The activities will climax on the 31st. Is there an activity tomorrow?
No. The next activity will be on Sunday at the Holy Arosa Cathedral. What we have on the screen now, a group of painters, foreigners. They are painters, tourists, and they are led here by a renowned painter, artist, Notie Osaubebo. Yeah, so they are here.
And just a little reminder here that Ugewe comes after Otu Igioba, when all chiefs with individual groups and dancers go to the palace to greet in preparation for the subsequent Igeroba, all dressed in their full ceremonial robes, their ranks. And then of course Ugeroba during is that which homage is paid to the spirit of the departed Obas. And it features traditional dances, and at that time, chiefs with their eben dance before the Oba, renewing their allegiance to the Oba, and of course, seeking his favor and blessing. Here, loyal citizens are honored also, We are still having greetings from residents. This group, just two of them,
Donyeme group, they are made up. It's just a socio-cultural group.
And this is the first lady we are seeing coming to. So this must be very interesting. Who are they?
The Donyeme group is a cultural group in Benin. That lady is a very famous actress. That is OKH Azugbene. And then this is the the Supreme Care Guides, group, they are coming to also pay homage. I'm sure they have taken a lot of palms today, and you see they have well prepared for the show.
And they've been keeping the place alive, dancing underneath.
Oh yes, beautiful. They are never tired.
Indeed, over here in the Obi van, you could feel their palpable excitement. In fact, it's something that you really need to feel. Seeing it on screen, it's not even enough.
Okay, I'm still expecting to see the women in dreads. Ugiohen. Where are they? Are they at
Igiohen? They will be called up. They will be called up. I think we deserve to have the sound of these young men. Let's hear them.
The presentation of, I think, the chief of the Kegas has just been given. They have left the arena. There's some chiefs waiting. I'm sure this is all coming to the climax of the evening, Chief Utete.
Yes, we have come to the climax. All the groups present today at the ceremony, they have all greeted. What is next is to call, like the royal family we have right now on the screen, waiting to be called on to pay their respects so that His Majesty can move in. Yeah. So we are expecting the Abiogbe at this time to call on the different groups.
And who, may I ask, is the Ariogbe?
Abiogbe, like I said earlier, like in a ceremony like this, you may refer to them as the Minister of Information. They announce what comes in and what goes out at any particular time now. But aside these ceremonies, they have other special duties assigned to them. But here now, they are the announcers, the ministers that tells us who comes in and who doesn't come in. If you are not announced by the Abiogbe to come in and you crash on His Royal Majesty, is considered an aberration of the culture.
And if I may add to what you have said, an Abiogbe group of people, if there is a dispute between communities, they are the people to be sent to go and map out the boundary, planting Ihimi, the Nubodia tree, and other materials to be used in order to demarcate or to know the boundary between the two communities. It's their duty to do that also. And in the ancient time, because we have radio and television of we are doing now, they are the town criers also. They take drums and the horns and so on and say what the Oba has said along the streets and so on, calling people for unity. That's also their duty of Abiogbe.
I see. Just like we told you earlier, the Igwe Festival is a right, and this is just one of the activities to mark the festival. So I think all we can do at this point is to wait in anticipation of what next will happen. I guess we'll also take you at this point in time in what is happening right now on the screen. Chief.
What is happening right now on the screen is that His Majesty is waiting for what is to happen. So,
What a way of putting it, Chief Utete.
yeah, we are waiting for the Abiogbe, the Royal Ministers of Information, to tell us what next to do, where next to go. And then, actually, any moment now, His Majesty should be rising. And that's the end of the ceremony for today. That's all.
Yes. Now, Chief, back to the Ewe leaves. How is it preserved after now?
You see, it is preserved by season. The rainy season preserves the Ewe. During the hot, dry season, you may not even notice it. And actually, come to think of it, who goes to look for a Ewe leaf in June, in May? Nobody. It is there. We know where to go for the leaves when the time comes. We thank God for the grace of the seasons, that the rainy season comes immediately before all these ceremonies. So it's a leaf that comes in wet rainy season. So it will always be there.
And you know we are in tropical forest, so that being tropical forest, we have to know where to get all these things. And you see this woman, that's a Ewe leaf placed on her forehead, and that's the normal thing to do with the Ewe when it is given to you. You take a part of it and put on your forehead. You see that woman, you see the other woman. All these are Oba's sisters. Yoba. Yeah, yes. So that they are going home with it like that. And
now, as they go home with it, are they going to keep it to the next season?
No, it may not be kept. But I think they want to be kept, if I'm right, is that of the one given to the Oba. And because they have something to do with it. So I have to preserve it and have something to do with it till next year. So there's a way of doing it, and that was cannot be revealed to you.
Okay, I was actually going to ask you if it will not be revealed to us, because when you said they have something to do with it, my next question would have been, what is that thing?
I know he left it so that it's very symbolic. It's preservation of life. Preservation of life, because in our system we have medicine, traditional medicine, and which is prepared, longevity and so on. So that we have all those leaves and the herbs for it. And the way too is very cool. I think my mother was using to keep a kola nut in those days, because it doesn't rotten, and keep the kola nut in a very good shape. And just like, it's not air conditioned, of course. I see beware. It's a very important leaf. This leaf you are seeing, looking now, and those who know the value.
So, in other words, Chief, apart from the spiritual significance of the Ewe leaves, there's also, the other significance of medicinal significance.
Yes.
At this point, can we say it's curative powers?
It has curative powers. That's what I'm telling you. I said those who know about it, they have it. And it's one of those where we are doing naming ceremony. And you say everywhere leaves, the leaves, everywhere the leaves. So that because of the importance, that's why it's given to human being. Also say everywhere, that's safe journey, good luck, and so on. Everywhere, may you arrive safely.
Okay, Chief, at this point I think we should go to the sounds and trills while we wait for the climax.
Yes, that's Princess Ogogo, one of the daughters of His Royal Majesty Ewa II. Yes.
Okay, so what was the act that she's performing at this point?
No special acts. It's just in conviviality with her father.
All right. And the Benin is so blessed with, Edo State in general is so blessed with, culture, heritage. And just recently we had the National Festival of Arts and Culture, our royalty, our pride. It was indeed a wonderful, time for the people of Edo State at home and in the diaspora. Can you chip in a little on that, our royalty, our culture? This is a clear example of why that theme was chosen.
Well, from my vantage point, our royalty, our culture, for being the theme of the national festival that was recently held in October, was brought here first. The state haven't bidded for it. The Director General of the National Council saw it as a way of honoring His Royal Majesty II on his birthday and coronation anniversary. And I think it was a success. Yeah, the glamour of our royalty, particularly the days when the traditional rulers of the state, of the entire state, were gathered, to see what was happening. The day all the troops, the participating troops, came here to the Royal Palace to perform. It was glamorous. Right. It was scintillating.
Thank you very much, Chief Utete. Sorry I had to cut it short. It's a very windy name, Chief Utete Omar Sage. And interestingly, we have Chief Osemgero Osayo. I'm sorry, if I'm not getting it right. He is the father of, let me just say now, the father of the Commissioner for Arts and Culture, Edo State. And how did it feel, your son hosted a very successful event in October?
I feel very happy. I never expected that he would succeed as such. Though all the things I've been doing in my life culturally, I had a cultural group which has faded away because all of us have become very, very old. So in his presence at times when he was growing up, I used to do all those things. And I didn't know that he was picking it up. He lived in London for many years, about 20 years. That time he came and said that he joined politics, and I said, politics? So, well, he joined them, and I think that ministry was given to him. When it was given to him, I look at it, I said, the ministry was dead in Benin here. It was not rising. And when they want to use any culture, when there's a visitor, an important visitor, and they say that they pick one cultural group, in their cultural group, they dance and go. But it never went to that extent. Okay, so I was very happy that.
Okay, so how would you describe a culture in Benin? Is it a progressing as it should be?
It's picking up now, because it is what I've said. It's almost dead, but it's not picking up because of bringing it to Benin after 40 years. When some states have held it 2 or 3 times, and they have been held in Abuja about 5 or 6 times. So they have come to Benin, and when it came, it was so glamorous, and it was so high, and it was well attended to. So it's now picking up. All those areas where dances and so on, they are now being evangelized. So they are now picking up to see that they practice. Because otherwise, like wrestling in Benin, we used to have wrestlers from Ronigbe, from Ogbe here, from Isi, and all those areas. They come to Benin every year to wrestle. But there's something like that.
Okay, I guess we have to go back to what is happening on the screen right now. Yes. Chair.
Yeah, the Hogbe group. Of course, in every family, there are men and there are women. Now is the time for the Hogbe women, not the Hogbe wives, but the Hogbe daughters, who must also be seen to be clean. Women who probably have passed that age, to now present the Ewe leaves to the royal queens, the Iloi, because the Iloi cannot be touched by just anybody. So the presentation of the Ewe leaves to the Iloi must be done by women who have crossed, what do you call it? That point.
Menopause.
If that is the limb, we have crossed that point. So we, yeah, she's looking young,
But she's playing a very prominent role.
From a group.
Okay.
Like what we said, doing that
so
palace.
a guild. But
We're
it's the
even sorry.
Hogbe. It's the
We're awfully
Hogbe.
sorry about even saying menopause. Would have said who have passed the age of childbearing.
Well,
I think that's a better way to put it.
however you put it, in Benin, we say when a woman has become a man.
But we are taking that it must be, she must have been a Hogbe woman.
Yes, she is. She is definitely an Ihogbe daughter.
Okay, so who are we having here now?
This is Chief Eibo. The Eibo, who's currently the substantive head of Iwebo Palace Group, is here representing the Uwangwe. Yeah.
And just to add here, I think Ogo, you have to help me with the name of. I want to refer to him at this point as Baba. He's 89. You cannot believe it. 89. Congratulations to you.
Yeah. To be 89 in Benin is just like just starting newly, because again, from the family you come, the way you have carried yourself, you are bound to get to such age. A man who started his life very active, very sportsmanly, in activities of